Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to New York. Hayward with the ball. Working on McDaniels. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Attacking right there. Hayward using the strength that he has built up over the years to finish through contact.
Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. That's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is number one. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career. Terry Rozier in amongst the trees gets that one to go.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the pass to Edwards. Over Miller. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. As you take a look at Charlotte, this season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
And checking out Charlotte, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
It just feels like they're sputtering right now. Every time you think they've turned the corner, they really haven't.
Towns with the steal. Conley with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. From the line. Offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. For Rudy Gobert, he is one of 4 players, Doris, to win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
And you think back, Kevin, he was a late first-round pick in 2013. Probably has exceeded all expectations. He has obviously cemented himself as one of the all-time defenders in NBA history. While the opportunistic Bridges sees you falling asleep defensively, up and over the top he goes.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And when it comes to the Charlotte Hornets, TV, this is a squad that wants to keep getting better, clearly.
Kevin, it shows you how challenging success and sustained success in particular is. This is an organization that has had pockets of success in the past. But the keys to this are you drafting well? Are you developing young talent? Have you built out a culture? Do you have top-down leadership that trickles through an organization? This is something Charlotte has to think about.
That one's not going to go. Towns with the defensive effort.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Edwards looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cranes the three-pointer. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Bridges inside. Towns on him.
There is a reason his nickname is the Stifle Tower. Send it back, Rudy.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Jake Milton in for Mike Conley. Washington. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Knicks in New York. Out to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Reed. Defended by Richards.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Smith, no luck.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
It's Martin on the wing. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Smith with a wide open look. And the space there, but it's offline. Washington against Anderson. The three. And the rebound goes to Martin.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Milton against Smith. From the stripe. A shot by Milton, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's McDaniels. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
McGowan's the pass to Smith. He takes it in, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
The free throw drops for Smith. That one is no good. Richards passes to Smith. Tries again. Pass to Martin.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw missing.
At the line for your Hornets, Cody Martin.
And the second free throw, good. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Milton. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hornets lead.
Well, the Timberwolves. 9.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Nas Reed out there with Anderson. And it's Milton in at the point. Reed, Williams with the block. Rozier looking around. Pass to Williams. And here's Miller. He has yet to score.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Doris, lots of people are excited to see how this Timberwolves team progresses.
Caramba, mano, o que é isso que tá acontecendo aqui? Porra. Cadê? Processo.
Certainly, Kevin, you have to admire what Anthony Edwards showed you in terms of those exciting young players. He proved he was more than capable of elevating his responsibility. And when you think about their postseason, you ran into Nikola Jokic and the eventual champs. You can live with that.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Williams kicks to Hayward. Pass to Rozier. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Rozier. And now an 8-point Hornets lead to the inside. Back to McDaniel. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Here's Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
Oh, so much fun in the doors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
Oh, misses the dunk.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Here's Miller. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Miller's got the lead up to 9 now for Charlotte.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the Timberwolves call time. The tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, that was a rough outing. They did a few good things, but the inconsistencies caught up to them. And that
to be perfectly frank with you, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for McDaniels. And it's Conley in for Shake Milton. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. 9-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Out to Edwards. From downtown, it's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Hey, Greg, what do you like about Brandon Miller's game?
You know, Kevin, for me, his combination of length and skill is something every team is looking for. The key in his development will be adding strength and enhancing his ability to attack off the bounce.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline report.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here.
As barrinhas também tá tudo fora do padrão, que é isso? Todos os choros. Barra de teste, comentário 1. Ai, caramba.
David, thank you.
Agora vai aparecer.
Edwards against Miller. Back to Rozier. 3-pointer. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller.
Bola 32% contestada,
the catch and shoot game, Terry Rozier, as good as it gets.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Williams with the block. Rozier against Conley. Hayward outside. Left side, Miller shoots it up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Edwards on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the first half. And they get it.
Agora apareceu a barra.
Minnesota working with a new shot clock. And good that time. Gobert's got his first points of the night.
This guy has been a superb offensive rebounder. Gobert uses that size and position.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
He can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Rudy Gobert. A wonderful string of games. Put together here late. 3rd in rebounds.
rebounding, 8th in field goal percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want-to corral it. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 13. Well, the last time, GA, the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. And so that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
Smith checked in for Terry Rozier. Minnesota also with the sub. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Edwards. And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Cody Martin, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Coming onto the floor.
And 1:01 left here in the second. Smith outside. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. Last game for the Charlotte Hornets. It was a loss to the Nuggets in Ball Arena. Here's Milton. Still without a basket. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Martin.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Washington passes to McGowan. Conley against Smith. 5 on the clock. To the left side wing. Here's Washington. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 17.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Good on the shot.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
No good on that one. And so it's Charlotte. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
We didn't do a good job of closing the half. We got to contain them from not making shots. We just got to do a better job.
We'll see if you can do that. Thanks, Carl.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Looks like this could be an upset in the making. I'm Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. That about...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And Greg, we still see players embellishing contact. Is enough being done to discourage those creative flourishes?
We're talking about flopping, right? I mean, we're seeing the league experiment assessing a technical free throw. It's necessary, or guys will keep jerking their heads and falling down and watch the scene.
Up to the forward spots, it's Hayward and Bridges. Miller is out there with Rozier, and it's Williams at the 5 roaming the paint. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Nice fadeaway to get over the top.
Well, how about that beautiful touch from inside? Rudy Gobert feeling like he can shoot over anyone.
Hayward looking over the floor. Shoots over McDaniel. Knocked away. It's stolen by Edwards. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Hornets leading by 16, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. Up top, Edwards, covered by Miller. The turnaround. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. We'll take a look at the Timberwolves, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat.
And I think for Minnesota, every NBA season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. And I think this season, they'd have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
Here's Hayward, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I love Gordon Hayward's tenacity in the low post. This guy's energy earns him a trip to the stripe.
Charlotte shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through. And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns. Timberwolves trail by 13. Conley kicks to Reed. The pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. Edwards with another miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. McDaniels passes to Reed. Back to McDaniels. Over Miller. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 6 points.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Rozier, the pass to Bridges. Stolen by Reed. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's McDaniels. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. 8 points for him.
Gravando tudo, vou ter que encerrar. Porque eu assisti o jogo agora do Desistir.